Hey, Mr. Vice President, how are you doing, sir?
I tell you, I'm not doing that well. Syracuse is out, but other than that, I'm doing great. Yeah.
Have you already looked through my list of questions? I was going to give you grief about that.
No, I tell you, grief, hell. I mean, you ought to give me sympathy, man. And, I got grief from the president for picking the University of Delaware against Michigan as the first game. And I said, look, Mr. President, where I come from, loyalty matters, How the hell can you be against your alma mater, even though the odds are pretty long? But I'm still, in terms of the White House, I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm 7 in the entire office here, in my office, the Vice President's office. So I'm still hanging in.
Are you far behind? You said 7th place.
Well, I have Kentucky and Wisconsin still alive, and so I got a shot. I picked. Actually, I picked Syracuse to win it all against Kentucky, but what the hell,
I know, sir, that you wanted to talk to us a little bit this morning about the Affordable Care Act.
Yeah, I did, Joe. Look, the deadline is March the 31st to sign up, so it's less than a week, and what we've done is we've extended if anybody's in line by the 31st, that is they're on the phone, they're on the web, they're trying to get in. We're going to treat it like if they're standing in line as the polling place closes, they get a chance to still get in the deal. But the deadline is the 31st. And one of the things, I've been traveling around the country, and there's 4 things that pop up in every state. One, an awful lot of people, particularly young people, think, God, I can't afford this. How can I do this? The truth is that you got 80,000 people have signed up so far in Ohio and for the marketplace. But in your state, if you're a young person signing up, your cost is like more than half. You're going to pay less than $50 a month for really serious health care, and that could be less than your cell phone bill or your internet bill. And the other thing is that families in Ohio, a family of 4, if they make less than $95,000, they can get a tax subsidy to pay for their premiums. So this is affordable. The second thing, Joe, is that young people up to 35 are like I was. They think you're invincible, and they say, well, why the hell should I sign up? And I talk to them. I say, look, this is about peace of mind. If you don't want the peace of mind, at least sign up for your parents and your mother and father. Give them peace of mind. You're covered.
I do want to ask you to clear up one thing for some people. I heard some people talking the other day about this, younger people, about the idea that maybe this was optional. Can you clear that up for people? Who has to sign up for this?
Well, everybody has to sign up for it, basically. If you are, obviously, if you're on Medicaid now, obviously, if you are, for example, companies with less than 50 people don't have to guarantee that everybody in their outfit has health insurance. But basically, it's everybody.
I do want to ask you about a couple of other things, if I can. Do you expect, real quick, politically, because I had heard this, do you expect to focus more on New Hampshire over Iowa in the early part of your 2016 presidential campaign?
Joe, right now I'm focused on getting people signed up, getting through this election cycle, and I'm not joking. I'm going to make up my mind on what to do after the election, after these 2014 election. In the meantime, the president has me bouncing around from China to Latvia, and so I got to take care of first things first. There's plenty of time for me to make that decision.
I think if you don't run for president in 2016, I expect to see you on Dancing with the Stars.
I can't dance worth a damn. My father was a great dancer, had a band when he was young. He used to say to me, he said, Joey, I'm not sure you're my son. You have no lip, meaning I don't know how to play a reed instrument like he did. He says, I couldn't carry a tune in a wheelbarrow, and I have 2 left feet. I'm the only one in my family without any talent.
I do want to ask you one last thing or make one suggestion to you. Maybe for next year's NCAA tournament, I know that you fill out a bracket and the president fills one out. When you guys are filling out your brackets next year, I'm going to suggest that you fill out a few so that you can take a couple more chances at winning Warren Buffett's $1 billion for the government.
Well, I tell you what, having been, when I got sworn in as vice president, Joe, the Washington Post had a line it said it's probable no man has ever assumed the office of vice president with fewer assets than Joe Biden. And they were talking about financial assets. So I'd love to have a shot at Warren. I tell you what.
Mr. Vice President, we appreciate you taking time to talk to us today.
Thanks, Joe. And get signed up if you're not.
All right, will do. Thank you, sir.